Yeah. Okay, okay, come on. Come on. Now, just a few days ago, we had the premiere world debut of the Maserati Grancabrio Folgore, the fully electric version of this model. So with all of that said, I wanted to show off this model because it's a pre-owned model that's for sale. I'll drop the link in the description and take it back to where it all began and where this is really the final iteration of a real Maserati convertible that you guys know and love. Now, I'm not saying that the new ones aren't the real ones, but this is the ones that you guys fell in love with before you got the iterations that you have here today. So we're gonna go back and appreciate where we came from to know where we're going, right? Now, big shout out to Maserati St. Petersburg for letting me take this Maserati Grancabrio and have some fun with it today. If you guys want to get this car or any of their other inventory here, make sure you guys check the link in the description for their website link and the phone number to get a hold of them here so you guys can take one of these home yourself. Now, I usually start these kind of videos with the top up, but I mean, man, it is a beautiful day here in St. Petersburg, Florida. We have the beautiful backdrop with the waterfall. And yeah, I had to drop the top on this thing, man, because I'm feeling it. This is what we're all about. Now, consider this is called a Granturismo Sport Convertible, or Convertible Sport, whichever way you want to say it. Here in America, I know it's necessarily a Grancabrio, but for the sake of the actual sticker, we'll call it a Granturismo Sport Convertible, just for, you know, reason being. But, you know, I just want to show you guys this beautiful specimen because it's a lot cheaper than you guys would think to own one of these. And obviously you guys know that a pre-owned model is one of the good ways to go when you're talking about these cars, especially when it comes to being the last iteration, the 2019 models before this was actually discontinued. So first off, let's talk about the spec. The color is a color we haven't had on the channel before, I don't think. It's called Rosso Mondiale. I gotta do my Rosso Mondiale. Now, what does that mean? Well, Rosso, red, Mondiale is actually world, and it's a fluorescent paint. So it translates to world red, fluorescent. So there you are, world red is here for this spec, and I love this color. And obviously, again, the Florida sun is gonna show it off pretty well. Now, part of this is gonna be me showing you guys the design language of the Granturismo, but another half of this is gonna show you guys how well kept this spec is, so you guys can see a car that has been, you know, driven since 2019, how well did it hold up? So that's something that's going to be important for you guys that you want to see. Like the front fascia here, now you guys will see that we have a normal Trident here, and I want to say normal, it's not the big plastic one because there's no level 2 ADAS stuffed in here, so you have the more aggressive, sharper Trident when it comes to the look. You also have the older Maserati insignia before they changed it over to the blue and white version of that insignia there. You can see the grille still has the chrome surround with the black vertical slats and the the mesh grille feed through there. And you will also see for the Granturismo, we have the red strike throughs in the Trident as well. And it's perfect because it matches the Rosso Mondiale paint. Now you can also see, we also have the gloss black lip here as well. We have our sensors on each side of that, and on the side of that, we have our mesh grille here that is actually functional, all right? So that is a grille that actually helps cool. Now you also see the headlamps here, which we'll have illuminated as well with the Maserati script in the eyebrow up top. And then you guys will see that we do have the LED headlamp as well with the LED running light there too. So looks really good. Actually, I'm gonna backtrack that. I don't remember if that's an LED headlamp. We'll have to double check that in the sticker. I know that's an LED running light or DRL, but I'm not exactly sure about the headlamp. So we'll check that. And then you also have, again, an amber reflector because America. The side profile looks pretty good. And if you're wondering, I will raise that top and we'll do a spin around so you guys can see it with the convertible top up as well. But talking about the looks, I mean, we still have the Pininfarina design here, which was such a classic design that Maserati had with the Granturismo that it is unmatched. So the side profile will display that as well. Starting with the front fender, you will see the Pininfarina badge right there, letting you know that that is where we're coming from when it comes to the DNA of this Maserati Granturismo or Grancabrio or Granturismo convertible, however you want to call it. Tri portholes, you know, the tri is Maserati's thing. They like to do things in threes, and you will see the portholes, obviously, because that's classic Maserati. Functional portholes as well, with the turn indicator right there, all right? It's not in the mirror cap, it's right there. Now you also see the 20-inch bright finish for the wheels. You will see Pirelli P0 tires, and you'll see red calipers, white grip, drilled rotors, Brembo brakes. Now these are 245 35s up front and 285s in the front, or sorry, in the rear. So we'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure in the rear, we have 285s for the P0 stickies. Yep, 285 35s, as you guys can see there. So a little bit fatter in the rear because this is a rear wheel drive model. You also see the side skirt is done in the same finish as the actual car there. So again, Mondiale for the side skirt, blending it in with the rest of the side profile. Physical door handles, you know, but keep in mind there is a mechanical one and an electrical one as well. And then you have your keyhole right there as well. Remember, we're going back in time with this design language. So keeping that in mind, looking at this whole silhouette in the design language, you gotta love it, right? Now the rear is obviously Maserati's most iconic look as well when it comes to the back end. So for this sport model, you're seeing the Maserati script and the strike through done in chrome completely there. You will also see the third brake light is right here above the top mechanism. And then we come to the Spider-Man eye lights. I call them the Spider-Man eye lights. I love them because they look like that. So you will see the full red surround with the turn indicator and reverse light right there integrated. Then you come down, you will see dual exhaust pipes in their horizontal flavor, done in gloss black with the gloss black surrounds. Coming in here, we have the red rear diffuser with the black insert, and then the other exhaust pipe to show that off to you guys. And again, this is a classic look for Maserati, and this is why. Now, if we're keeping it 100, besides the looks, the real reason why car enthusiasts from all walks of the earth talked about the Maserati Granturismo itself is because of this engine. What other car has such a monster that has just made its mark on the automotive world? Ferrari derived 4.7 naturally aspirated V8 engine. Now this is paired with a ZF 6-speed auto, all right, limited slip differential, rear wheel drive, and the power output wasn't the strongest, or the torque wasn't the strongest, but it was the driving experience and the sound that it made that was like no other. 454 horsepower, 385 pound-feet of torque with a 0 to 60 in about 4.9 seconds. Now the top speed of this model was 177 miles per hour. It was a little slower than the coupe because the coupe was a little lighter because it did not have the convertible mechanism for the drop top. So that was 187, where this is 177. This engine was so sought after. It just is one of those things to where we will never forget how this engine made us feel, and we're missing it even 4 years later. I mean, 5 years later now, and it's crazy to be able to experience this. Maybe one last time. We'll see how many chances I get to get more marvels on the channel like this one. But with that said, I'll let it do the talking because it speaks the best. Now we do have a little bit of a trunk here, all right? So the convertible mechanism obviously takes a lot of space here. So what we're looking at, what do we have left? 6.1 cubic feet of space when it comes to the rear. Again, this is exactly what you would expect out of a convertible Grand Tourer. But with that said, it's still enough space to fit a couple of smaller bags. And there is a false floor, but the false floor actually has some stuff in it here so you guys can store actual documents, tire inflate kit, everything that you would need in order to have the space up top, but still drive the car around comfortably just in case you would need any kind of emergency equipment or anything like that. So 6.1 cubic feet of space, that's what you're looking at, but you do have 4 seats. So if you do not have 4 passengers, you can put some stuff in the rear seats. Now let's talk about our fuel economy by releasing our fuel door. And then the size of the tank is 19.8 gallons, but the fuel economy itself is 16, 13, 20. So you have 16 combined city and highway, you have 13 city, 120 highway. And of course, premium high octane fuel for this naturally aspirated V8 engine. Now, as promised, gotta show off some illumination. And as you guys can see, and I want to confirm, that is a projector beam, not a full LED unit, but then you have the LED DRL there with the amber flasher. Put it all together, and that is your lighting unit set up. Also, I did mention the turn signal is right here in the front fender, the turn indicator there. See that flashing in the amber, and then the tail lamps, the Spider-Man tail lights here, flashing with the turn signal as well. You can see the LED running light, and the fog lamp is right there, the LED running light right there at the top. See it? Put it all together. It looks good. Now, as promised, I wanted to show you guys the cloth top, drop top on the GC. Yes, we do have the soft top here, and it's the same for the new models too. The new Grancabrio Fogery and the ICE versions both still have a cloth top. So as you guys can see, this cloth top still goes up and down, still works very well, still has the integrated glass. And as you guys can see, it still has held up when it comes to the fabric and upholstery on the top. So again, I just wanted to show it off to you guys so you see what it looks like with the cloth top up, because obviously, you know, maybe 50% of the time, 60% of the time, you might have the top up to where, you know, you want it to look a certain way or have a certain appeal. So this is your good way to see what it looks like. So here we are with the top up, just to show it off a little bit. Now, I want to take a better look at the interior by using this old school key fob with the very satisfying flick up of the key, the flick of the key there. So first off, I want to take a look at it, but I mean, we got to put the top back up so you guys can see it in its full glory with the sun on it. So this is going to give me an excuse to hear that V8 engine roar. So key in the ignition like that, as we do, foot on the brake. Oh yeah, all right. Sounds good right off the bat. Now, for the new Maserati Grancabrios, they do have the screen integration for the MIA system, where you were raise and lower the top just like the MC20 Cello by the screen button. And I know a lot of people don't like screens and everything like that. They like the physical controls like you'll see here. The physical controls, well, those switches and buttons have their flaws too, because as you guys can see, this one's dented in a little bit. And part of the reason is because Maserati makes you hold it in order to drop the top. So this is the close button here, but if I hold the open button down, it will start the process. But this is where, you know, you put too much force on this because you have to hold it down to do the process there. Well, then that's where it gets a little, you know, I guess, breakable. So as you guys can see, top's going up, windows went down, the storage goes up, top goes back. And now we can take a proper look at this beige interior with the black stitching all throughout. Process is complete. So again, I had to hold it down that complete time to do so. It's not just with the tap. Safety reasons, you know, being, but again, that's where some problems come in when you're doing that. Now let's open up the door, because you get a full look at the spec here with the brown wood, like that cherry wood for the gloss finish here. The beige interior leather all throughout, Nero stitching with aluminum accents, and your Bose, or sorry, Hummer Carden sound system. The Bose was the upgraded system you can get on this model. You will see the Maserati side still there, done in aluminum. The classic Grancabrio aluminum pedals, same with the Granturismo. And then in the inside, very classic Maserati. Now for the 2019 and 2018, we got updated to this new screen here that was in a lot of FCA products. It was FCA at the time, because of the fact that Maseratis needed to have backup cameras in their models from 2018 moving on. So Maserati added a backup camera, and they added this screen, which changed up the configuration of the buttons here, because the buttons used to be over here for your sport, ice, and all that, for your drive mode selector and all that. So they changed it up with this screen here. So as you guys can see, we have the touch screen here. We have the dials to change through that touch screen for all of the stuff here, but this had the upgraded screen in it. Your climate controls, and then your top controls, as we already saw. Your lock and unlock buttons for your doors. Yeah, they're right there. All right, so if you were wondering, you're probably looking at this thing, where do I lock and unlock the car? It's actually over here on this side. You also have the hazard buttons. Sport mode opens up those exhaust valves. Ice, increased efficiency for everyday kind of fuel savings. your park off button and your traction off button there, all right? Then we have our electric parking brake. We have our gear selector with that oak wood and the Maserati script with leather on the boots. And then you guys will see we have a 2-track system when it comes to actually shifting here or shifting with the paddle shifters that you guys see column mounted behind the steering wheel. We have cup holders there as well. We also have an armrest in the beige with some extra stowage, an SD card slot, USB 2.0, aux, and a lighter. So you guys will see all of that there. You can see the age of the interior by that. Beautiful sports seats wrapped in that beige leather with the Trident right there in black. And you guys can see that aluminum sport piece in the middle. And obviously the whole seating arrangement looks very good with the center console matching in that same leather, same wood trim going around, and then black at the top with the classic analog clock there. You also see analog dials here, as you guys know. And by all means, look at the mileage there, 37,272, just so you guys can see. Now I'll close up the door because it's giving me the door open lighting there. And as you guys can see, we have the flat bottom steering wheel, sport steering wheel. We already talked about those paddle shifters. And then we have all of our buttons and controls on the steering wheel as well, like radio controls, your menu controls, and your hands-free controls. So classic Maserati, right? And then your lighting controls here, fuel tank, trunk release, parking sensors, your odometer, and your mode there as well. So again, a lot of Maserati Granturismo that you're used to for this model year. It's very plain and simple. Now, as you guys can see, we can fit 4 comfortably back here, right? Let's try it out. First, we'll use this to open her up, because this is fun for the family, right? Out of this V8, you got to want to hear it in the back, right? So that goes up slowly and safely, and I'm 5'11", 6 foot on a good day, and it feels like I can fit back here in these sport seats. Same beige interior with the stitching all throughout done in Nero or black, and you'll see gloss black accents, like for the cup holders and everything for the storage there, HVAC vents, Harman Kardon speakers right there with you, and also you have that Harman Kardon speaker set up there, and also the wood accents. So enough talking, let's hop in the back, see how we do. Oh yeah, this is easy. Now let's see how far back it goes before it recognizes my knees. All right, recognize my knees, and it stopped. After it pressed up on me, it moved up a little bit. So during resistance, it'll actually hit you, but then go back up. It realized that it's crushing the person behind it, so then it goes up. So now it's comfortably, I got the knee wiggle room, guys. I got the knee wiggle room, and I'm sitting back here with my head in the clouds. I mean, come on, this is a great place to be. I almost want to sit back here and be driven back here because of the fact that I can actually hear that engine and exhaust note a lot better back here when you're banging through the gears. But again, it's not a bad place to be, and I'm sitting back here very comfortably, and there's really no complaints. I just want to be driven in this. Somebody come drive me in this. Safety first, seatbelt. Now let's make some beautiful music. Oof. Best song ever written. Now, after the beeps, we gotta take it out for a quick spin, right? All right, so sport mode. Open up those valves a little bit, right? And then we move forward. Now, this has always been an approachable vehicle that anybody could get in and drive, and Maserati did a good job at making it feel that way. You know, obviously looking at it and hearing it, it sounds like, ooh, I don't want to touch that. That's gonna be crazy. You know, like Dodge Viper-esque. And we all know how everybody thought the Dodge Vipers cars were gonna kill you. Well, this sounds like it's gonna kill you, but it's not. It's definitely a sweetheart, but in the same sense, it's one of those cars that we're like, you know, if you get on it, you can really make some moves. That's a beautiful Verde Royale Quattroporte Trofeo. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can see it, but quick run in this thing. Doesn't have a lot of fuel, so I just want to kind of spin the block with the top down, because why not? I mean, come on, this is why. The downshifts are the best part to me. my wife to smile on my face. Good luck. Ooh. All right, guys. Here we go. You ready? You ready? Oh my God. Shall we continue? I'm not putting the top up. I'm not putting the top up because this sound is so good. With the top down. Holy crap. Oh. Come on. You can't deny that. Holy crap. A quick one, but I'm satisfied. I am satisfied. Holy crap. No more words need to be said. So now you guys probably want to know the price, right? I guarantee you brand new, this was probably around $150,000, $160,000. Now, you can get this car pre-owned with 37,000 miles at $65,988. That's it, guys, for this specific spec. I'm gonna show you guys the sticker here, or the pre-owned sticker here. This doesn't have the price on it, but the price is online in that link that I'm giving you guys in the description. But it's 29 Maserati Granturismo, 2019 Maserati Granturismo Convertible Sport, which we don't call it a Grancabrio here. I don't get why, but Convertible Sport. You can see that we have all the options and everything that's here. It says 36,000. We saw, obviously, in the inside, 37,000 for the miles. And then everything you guys see here. And again, you'll get the same information and a little bit more in the sticker breakdown on the link in the description, because that'll give you everything you need to know about this car moving forward. You can see it as is, no dealer warranty. You guys know that these warranties are normally 4 years, 50,000 miles. Obviously, we're past that 4-year mark now. Now tell me, guys, is that V8, that sound note, that driving experience worth the money for you guys? 37,000 miles, not too bad for something that could be a weekend warrior or something just to take on small trips for your daily commute. So with that said, are you guys loving it? Are you guys missing the V8? And if you guys want to help further support the channel and the dealership, make sure you guys check the links down in the description below so you guys can get these cars, check out their website, give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.